matchup we have tonight, Legs.
Here we go.
Do those battles look a little different from when you played?
Well, certainly there's less wrestling going on down on the block. More of these post players now want to step out and face up. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm a fan of either style.
A lot of space on the floor, that's for sure.
There's no doubt much more difficult to defend these post players with all this versatility.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Schroeder and Levine are the backcourt. And it's Sabonis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's DeRozan. From the baseline, and he gets that one.
Oh, the lost art of the mid-range jumper. DeRozan dialing it in.
Messi, high post. Back to Poole. Puts up a three. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Willie Green. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Brian, back over to you.
And Allie, thanks. And Grant, after last season, a new front office taking over in Sacramento, trying to get them back in the playoffs.
Yeah, and after ending their record-breaking postseason drought in 2023, the last 2 years have seen the Kings again outside the playoffs. They're restless to get back there in the mix.
Pass to Sabonis. And stolen by Murray. Out to the wing. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. And it's DeRozan missing.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Outside Murray. Williamson with a screen on Schroeder. He drops it from range.
Over the years, Murray has continued to embrace a bigger role on offense. He's got so much confidence right now.
And DeRozan gets it to go.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Here's Williamson. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul of the game. Now here's DeRozan. Unloads. And another basket for Sacramento. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Murray, no good. The Kings leading. Levine passes to Sabonis. DeRozan, left side. Another one falls for Sacramento.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Poole, a screen on Schroeder. Poole outside. Fires the three. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
No waiting around from Poole. He got rid of it quickly.
A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, BA. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
Now here's Murray. Williamson for 3. Back to Messi. Poole against Levine. Williamson with a screen on Levine. Poole from long range. DeRozan with the rebound.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Sends it home from three-point land. Levine's got 6.
And with how well Levine attacks the bucket, defensively, you almost have to give him space to shoot threes.
Schroeder passes to Sabonis. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Releases. Back to Williamson. Oh, Sabonis with the steal. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Kings. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Taking a look at the Kings. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. And it's Schroeder in at the point. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Okay, the Pelicans are looking to shoot more three-pointers. Zion Williamson said the message has been pretty clear to get him up. That means we've got to play with pace. It helps me a lot just opening up my game. We have options everywhere out in the perimeter. It's definitely a positive for us. Back to you, BA.
Trying to run and gun. Allie, thank you. Back come the Kings in transition. Back to Ellis. McDermott outside. It's Monk on the wing. Three-pointer. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Kings.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Now here's McDermott. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Over to the wing. Here's Hawkins, defended by McDermott. Jones against Jones. Shot from the top of the key. Jones misses. The Kings lead by 11. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different. Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Jones. Yet to see a basket. Drills it from deep.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Here's Jones. Pass to Monk. Again, the Kings score.
And he's going to nail these if you give him the space. That's just soft D.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
On the wing, Jones. Pass to Ellis. Jones with a screen on Bay. Launches it. Ellis's shot is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it's Alvarado missing. The Kings lead by 13. Ellis with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Monk for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Monk's got 11.
The three-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
Now here's Alvarado. He's closely guarded. Jones' shot is good.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now here's Ellis. He's scoreless.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Alvarado, the pass to Bay. Jones with the block. Pass to Ellis. It's Monk on the wing. From outside the arc. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission. Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Pass to McDermott. That'll count. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Sacramento in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Malik Monk really making a difference here.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
Murphy and Zion at the small and power forwards. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Misi in at the center position. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
DeRozan with the bucket.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Murray passes to Poole. Back to Murray. There's the three. Pure from three-point range. Murray's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's exactly what you want from Poole. Playing unselfish and finding the open man.
DeRozan finds Murray. And here's Schroeder outside. The Pelicans pull it in. Misi's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Williamson for 3. Offensive rebound. Now here's Misi, covered by Schroeder. Man!
Look out below.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
BA, forget about attempting the long-range 3 to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. Now here's Murray. Give him 8. Pass to Williamson. Stolen by Schroeder. He pulls it. And yep, it's good. Schroeder's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Poole for 3. That shot off. The Kings lead by 10. Levine with it. Poole picks him up. Levine can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Pass to Murray. From the arc. Schroeder with a rebound. The Kings have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Zion Williamson is a force offensively, but now he's applying his physical gifts to the other end of the court. He said, quote, teams were hunting me on defense. Watching the film, I didn't like that. I just started taking a lot more pride in it, working on it so I can hold my own. Back to you.
Locking in. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. Schroeder passes to DeRozan. Off target with the 3. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pelicans trail by 9. Let's go with a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans. And one thing about this game, Grant, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
DeRozan! Right in the heart of the D.
And that's where the frame of DeRozan comes into play. So good at bodying up to get his.
Murray inside, covered by Schroeder. There's the triple, called in by the Kings.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
Gets the 3 to fall. And now it's an 11-point Kings lead.
Nice move by Levine. Hard to contest someone's pull-up when they get so high off the floor.
From behind the arc. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Schroeder. Floats one up. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. For 3. Rebound by Sacramento. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Schroeder. Launches a 3. The shot off that time. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
What a find. These are the kind of plays we've come to expect from him.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th quarter. Malik Monk is out there with Keon Ellis. Then it's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Doug McDermott. And it's Jones in at the 4. Here's Hawkins. And it's off from 3-point range. Sacramento leading by 11. And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Ellis. Alvarado defending. Jones, the pass to Ellis. 5 on the clock. And it's Monk off the drive.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Here's Jones. And the Pelicans miss again. Sacramento shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. McDermott can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 13. Alvarado right side. Lets it go from deep. Ellis with a rebound. It's stolen. Here's Hawkins. Monk covers. Outside for Bay. Pass to Alvarado. 4-3. Buries it from 3.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Outside Jones. Stolen by Jones. Now Alvarado. Let's loose for 3. Oh, it's off. The Kings lead by 10. Ellis with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Here's Jones. Another steal. Bay fires. He just drills it from way back.
You're going all out. Bay rushes back on the fast break.
Now Monk. With the shot. Oh, a perfect jumper.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
Here's Makovich. Eubanks defending. Bay outside. And stolen by Jones. From deep 3-point range. Can't get it.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Pelicans trail by 9. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
And it's a completely new group for the Pelicans. That's tipped. And now New Orleans on the break. Oh, had a good look. Couldn't hit it. On the attack, Schroeder. Levine outside. Outside Murray. Here's Williams. Oh, Zion! A rim shaker!
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
DeRozan, yes, sir, with the 3.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. nice win here for the Kings.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Murray. Poole outside. He launches. Rebounded by Sabonis. And so Sabonis will bring it up for the Kings. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Down it goes!
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim, I mean, it's fantastic.
LaVine fires. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
on 2K Sport. Stan, we expect to see a lot of action inside tonight. Both of these teams have powerhouse front courts.
Yeah, Kevin, it could get very, very physical down low. You're right about that. It is size versus size. They're going to be fighting for position, fighting for every rebound, Kevin. It's kind of like an old school energy to this matchup.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the two-guard. And the basket by Bailey.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
Murray outside. Launches a three. Williamson. Outside for Murray. Shoots over Collier. Murray, no good. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Launches it. Pelicans pull it in. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the fore.
Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
Williamson with the block.
Such a powerful denial. Zion wanted that shot completely erased.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Gets the three-pointer to fall. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray finds Misi. Over in the corner, Poole. Lots of room. And again, no good by New Orleans.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Bailey. Nice shot from the wing. Bailey's got 8.
And Bailey has never seen a shot he didn't like. He wants to score as often as possible.
Here are the Pelicans now. 6-point game. There's Williamson with the 3. The rebound by Collier. And here's Utah. They've got an 8-0 run. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. For New Orleans, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Kevin, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you.
Flexing with his long-range abilities. Poole hits him from way out.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
And so here is New Orleans following the three-pointer by Utah. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. From the arc. Sit out to Markkanen. Offensive rebound. Down low. Clock at 4. Bailey with a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land. Bailey's got 11.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Sensabaugh. Still without a basket. And there it is for him.
And what a big night for Bailey. Scoring it well. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these performances in his future.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Pelicans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Stops. Pops.
Great timing there for Murphy. Anticipated the block and was able to get the rejection.
No No one near Williamson as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Markkanen sets the pick for Bailey. Here's the three. Knocks down the three ball.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And an overpowering first quarter. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Jays.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I really like how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. They've got George Niang. Nurkic is out there with Martin. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Hendricks in at the three. Here's Niang. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 9. And someone, Stan, who fought his way into the NBA, Jose Alvarado, played his way onto a roster and has played well.
Oh, he has really played well, Kevin. And Jose Alvarado is as big a pest and plays as hard as anyone in this league and is so committed to it. If you're going to be Jose Alvarado and do what he does, you got to do it every single night to be effective, and he does.
Pass to Queen. Back to Alvarado. Fires the three. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that it takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Guys?
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. Alvarado passes to Jones. Puts up a deep three. Utah with the rebound. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Pass to Hendricks. Beyond the arc. And Utah another three.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Here's Alvarado. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In the corner, George with it. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jones for three. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Here's Niang. And another three for Utah. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Lets the three fly, and Nurkic with the basket on the assist by George.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
1:10 left to play here in the half. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
Nobody near Nurkic. No good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 21. Here's Matkovic. And another three for New Orleans.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Pass to Martin. There's the steal. Here's Queen. There's the triple. Not going to go that time.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Nurkic. The Jazz with another miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jones from outside. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Jazz lead by 8. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It has been a clinic out there by Ace Bailey.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Murray out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the 5. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Hangs home the trifecta.
Well, that's just another thing Murray can do for you. Get the 3.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Jazz leading by 18. Here's Bailey, and Utah again with the bucket.
A good team play there to get Bailey free, and then he quickly gets what he wanted.
Murray kicks to Williamson. From deep. The rebound by Collier. Collier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler setting the pick for Bailey. Kept alive. Three-pointer, down to 5 on the shot clock. Williamson with it, now defended by Markkanen. Poole, no good. Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Markkanen can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 20. Pass to Messi. Kicks it out to Williamson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Brown. In transition, here come the Jazz. Markkanen can't get it to go. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Poole with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Poole's got 6 points.
You got to chase Poole off that three-point line, or he will do exactly that.
Pass to Kessler. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Murray. New Orleans gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Utah with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Markkanen, good.
And early on, Markkanen has demonstrated how efficient he is
from that range. Have to run him off the line.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Trey Murphy didn't dunk in a game until he was a high school senior. Crazy to think now with the length and the leaping ability he has. He said back then there were times where I'd have doubt or be a little stressed about my future. If I said I knew I'd end up here, I had been lying to you. Back over to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. For the three, rebound, Utah. Kessler's got 8 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Larkin in a screen on Murray. Another miss by Utah.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
A three-pointer is right on target. And that's now 24 points for Ace Bailey. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Williamson missing. Here's the Jazz with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Good on the shot.
And at about 6'9", Bailey is good at using that size inside. Looking like a polished vet on that tape.
Murray, good.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And here's Poole for 3. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Utah Jazz. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
For 3.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So on the floor for Utah, we've got George. Martin is out there with Nurkic. Then there's George Niang. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward. The Pelicans shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Messi. Utah with the rebound. Pass to Nurkic. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Murray. New Orleans gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Keeps it alive. Here's Messi. From past the arc. And Trey Murphy gets the 3.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
Another miss by Nurkic. Pelicans trailed by 21. Williamson with it. And it's Martin picking him up. Wide open look here for Murray. The 3. For 3. It's good from long range.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Nurkic has got 6 in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The 3 from Poole. A three-pointer. Good.
The definition of a score, Poole gets it done a bunch of ways.
Nurkic outside. And stolen by Murray. Poole. The 3 is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's an 18-point game. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by George. Nurkic has got 9 points here in the second half. Fires for 3. Knocks down the 3.
Murray attacking and then stops and pops.
Fires the 3. And the Jazz with another 3.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage. Grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Pelicans trail by 21. Poole on the wing. Knocks down the 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Misses the three. Pelicans shooting has been just great in the fourth quarter, 54%.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Jazz.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ace Bailey.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Nurkic with the steal. Outside George. Lets loose a three. Buries the deep ball.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And he hits the jump shot. And the Jazz lead by 20.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Nurkic with great size at just about 7 feet.
And again, no good by New Orleans. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. You love to see a guy dishing it like...
comes to these two teams, Grant, you have to expect they'll be relying on their front courts to get it done here.
Yeah, I think that's right, B.A. It should be an old-fashioned battle amongst the bigs. And whoever gets the edge in that matchup, I think gets the W. But we'll see.
The starters for Utah. Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then there's Collier, then it's Bailey, and it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. Now here's DeRozan. And that one's on target from the wing.
With the jumper, DeRozan is efficient. You really can't afford to let him get shots lined up.
Markkanen with a screen on DeRozan. And here's Bailey for three. Sinks it from distance. Bailey's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Now here's Markkanen. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. And Bailey gets it to go.
And with his size, Bailey can rise up over most defenders that are on him.
The three from DeRozan. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
The Kings have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Levine.
Nice finish.
Man, big time right there.
Check out Levine getting artful at the rim, leaving the defense just completely clueless of how to stop it.
Here's Bailey. 11 points in the game. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 14.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Kind of surprising to see this from DeRozan, but he must have been feeling that competitive fire.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Kings trail by 5. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Collier.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome. He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Fires from deep. And another Sacramento 3.
Encouraging to see DeMar DeRozan knock it down from 3. This helps open up the entire offense even more.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. You know, people call DeMar DeRozan the modern master of the mid-range.
Well, he's earned that with his mid-range efficiency and scoring. It's an area a lot of offenses overlook now, but DeMar, oh, he is the exception to the rule.
And Bailey gets it to go.
Yeah, this is how impactful Bailey can be. When he's cooking on offense, there's not a lot you can do to stop him.
Here's DeRozan. And another miss by Sacramento.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
Lets it go from the wing. Good as the jump shot falls. Bailey's got 19 points.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's DeRozan. 15 points in the game. Shoots over Bailey. It's hauled in by Collier. And the Jazz pushing it up now from downtown. Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. DeRozan with the rebound. Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on that one.
There's an old school feel to DeMar's game. He'll hit you with a pull-up mid-range J. It makes DeRozan really tough to guard.
The Jazz have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. From deep, Bailey's shot is off. Takes the 3. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. That one on Kessler. He's made 3 of 4 free throw attempts in this game. Five ticks left in the first. And here's Bailey for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bailey's got 22 points. Puts it up off the inbound. Buried from outside. I don't know. I think we may get a review here.
The ruling on the floor.
They are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to...
What a performance for DeMar DeRozan. He's been the story for the Kings. He's been productive scoring the ball. He's got 20 points so far. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. Filipowski out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's George Niang. Then there's Keontae George. And it's Hendricks in at the small forward position. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Malik Monk is a key player for the Kings. He said, coming to the organization, I felt like I could bring an energy that Sac had been waiting for. And it's a comfortable fit. Coming here slows everything down. I can just focus on my craft in hand, and it's been working for me. Back to you.
He's played great for him. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. And here's Nurkic for 3. The offensive rebound. The 3. Nurkic can't get that one to fall. Sacramento has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. George with a steal. Pass to Nurkic. Fires for 3. Nurkic can't get that one to fall. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Filipowski sets a screen. Ooh, poked away. Kings trail by 3. Here's Monk. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Grant, you played in a more physical era of the NBA. Now it seems like the league is trying to strike a balance there.
I think you're spot on, B.A. There's been some back and forth, trying to keep the game free-flowing and physical. The league's trying for the best of both worlds.
George for 3. The rebound by Eubanks. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to McDermott. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Utah shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Puts it up. Pass to Nurkic. Over McDermott. And Nurkic with the bucket on the assist by George. Nurkic has got 8 points here in the quarter. Monk with it. Nurkic picks him up. 3-pointer. Drains the triple. It's all knotted up.
This is a big reason why Monk is so important. It's his accuracy.
Back to Nurkic. To the wing, right side. Filipowski for 3. Rebound by the Kings. There's a minute 47 left to play in the second quarter. Back to Monk. The 3 is up. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And this is where Monk can do major damage, the catch and release.
Richard, throughout his NBA career, Malik Monk has been known for his instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, but he's now shown he can also play in that lead role and distribute. Impressive to see a combo guard who can thrive in either role.
And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for Sacramento.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
And there's the call on Drew Eubanks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Nurkic. The Jazz again can't hit.
They say it's a make or miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And another Sacramento three.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Back to Nurkic to stop the run. That went off the back iron and out.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Poke loose. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. For three, George. Sacramento grabs the miss. It's stolen by Nurkic. It'll count. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And the first half now in the books. Sacramento on top, up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. The Kings lead by 9. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Schroeder and Levine in the backcourt. And it's Sabonis in at the center. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Utah shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Pass to Collier. There's a screen, and here's Bailey for 3. That one's off. 8 for 15 now in this one. DeRozan outside. The baseline, Jay. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in. DeRozan's got 4 points in the quarter.
DeRozan has every shot, but that mid-range, yeah, that's his bread and butter.
Here's Bailey. Yes, on the jumper. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Bailey. Sabonis looking over the floor. Back to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Can he keep it going? The putback. Sabonis, the pass to DeRozan. Levine finds DeRozan. The fadeaway. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Here's Bailey. He's covered by Levine. They set a pick. The 3 is up. The rebound by Murray. The Kings lead by 11. DeRozan right side. Here's the 3. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. DeRozan's got 27 points.
And it's hard to believe that DeRozan's offense only continues to get stronger. And in this one, he's really showing us what he can do.
Pass to Bailey. Beyond the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
Here's DeRozan, and it's blocked by Kessler. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. 3 on the clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's DeRozan missing. Jazz trail by 14. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. BA, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. The three. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah's got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Sensabaugh. They get it back.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. Now here's Eubanks, defended by Nurkic. Sacramento again missing. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Hendricks. And another miss by Utah. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. And it's Monk missing. Utah shooting just around 32% from the field. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Nurkic, a screen on Monk. Monk with a steal. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Eubanks gets the bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for Sacramento?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Connects from downtown. George has got 4 points this quarter.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
And the basket by Monk.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Counted from distance.
It's turned into a showdown here, dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another 3.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Sacramento. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So the Jazz 5 right now. George Niang out there with Keontae George. Then it's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Filipowski. And it's Hendricks in at the 3.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The open shot, Nurkic. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 5 rebounds in the game. McDermott from outside. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Both teams will make substitutions. Jazz on D, trailing by 17. Here's DeRozan. Sacramento again missing. And here's Bailey for 3. Out to the right wing. Fires the 3. Hits the trifecta. Bailey's got 27 points.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
Here's Levine for 3. Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Takes it inside. Here's Collier, covered by Schroeder. Collier, no good. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Sensabaugh. Drops in the 3.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
DeRozan right side. DeRozan right in the heart of the D.
The closer DeRozan gets, the more dangerous he is. That's fantastic work inside.
Here's Kessler. Here's Collier. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Outside Levine. DeRozan outside. Unloads. Kessler with a rebound. Jazz trail by 13. And stolen by Murray. And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. DeRozan against Markkanen. Another chance. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Markkanen outside. Fires the three. Rebounded by Sabonis. And here's Sabonis. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Beyond the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Here's Kessler. Here's Bailey. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Rebounded by Sabonis.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Kings.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers mean you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeMar DeRozan.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Levine up top. Takes a 3. Money from 3.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
Rebounded by Sabonis. Snatched away. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pulls up for 3. Oh, the shot is off. And it's Sacramento's ball. 15-point game. Oh, no good. 20 seconds left to play in the fourth. Markkanen. Here's Collier, covered by Schroeder. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Kings ball.
DeRozan. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down.
I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. DeJounte Murray is out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Messi in at the center. Hands it from downtown. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, Williamson, following the three-point attempt by DeRozan, releases. The kick out to Poole. For the three, Sabonis grabs the board. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. They're taking on DeJounte Murray, the long, skilled guard, and Coach telling me pregame, when he's locked in defensively, Murray is a problem. He can create havoc on the perimeter. Plus, I like how over the years he's built on his offensive game. DeJounte is such a solid player. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And here's DeRozan. After DeJounte Murray was able to get the triple, DeRozan gets the bucket.
And if you give him a sliver of daylight, DeMar DeRozan will eat your lunch from the mid-range.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
Here's Levine. New Orleans knocking down that triple moments ago. And a miss there on the triple. Poole on the wing. Pass to Williamson. Williamson with a screen for Poole. Williamson finds Poole. Shot clock at 5. Fires from way outside. Sacramento grabs the miss. They swipe it to the inside. Kicks it out to Williamson. Poole a screen on Murray. 4 on the shot clock. Poole no good. The Kings trail by 5. On the wing, Messi grabs the rebound. Messi's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Murray's got 9.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner 3 look easy.
Levine dishes to Murray. This one for 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Ray.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And it's Williamson missing. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Kings. Trailing by 5. It's rebounded by Poole.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Last season for the Pelicans, Tim, one to forget. Absolutely decimated by injuries.
Well, unfortunately, that's been the norm for Zion Williamson. But the extent of it throughout the roster was mind-boggling. They're trying to reset, and they're hoping things go differently this season.
And Poole gets it to go.
You got to chase Poole off that three-point line, or he will do exactly that.
Here kicks to DeRozan. Let's go. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. The 3 from Poole. Drills the three-pointer. Poole's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Pelicans.
In that time, no dribbling needed for Poole to cash in.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's DeRozan. He takes it in, and DeRozan throws it down.
Oh, I thank you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Back to Williamson. That will count, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the Pelicans. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
McDermott is out there with Jones. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Drew Eubanks. And it's Monk in at the 2. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. It's Jones on the wing. Monk defending. Pass to Matkovic. Now, here's Monk. It's Jones on the wing. Fires the 3. Alvarado grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And another turnover here by New Orleans. The Kings trail by 8. Monk for 3. Matkovic with the rebound. Outside, Jones. The 3. And he's good on the 3 ball.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the 3. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Here's Eubanks. Again, the miss by the Kings. New Orleans leading by 11. Jones finds Alvarado. Leaps for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Plowden's checked in.
For Sacramento, number 29, Daquan.
Here's Alvarado. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. To the left side wing. Pass to Hawkins. 5 on the clock. And here's Jones. And the 3 off target. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the night here. And that one misses. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop. That's the way I looked at it.
That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Monk.
And you got to love that three-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high-arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
And it's Alvarado missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now here's McDermott, defended by Jones. McDermott sets a screen. Plowden, no good. Pelicans leading by 11. Left side, Jones. Takes the 3. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Sacramento moving it around. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Eubanks.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Outside, Jones. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And so it's New Orleans, sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, the energy really affects your teammates. It can be infectious, and now everybody has to match that energy level.
So the Pelican 5 right now. Murphy and Williamson up in the forward slots. Jordan Poole is out there with Murray. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
The definition of a score, Poole gets it done a bunch of ways.
Here's DeRozan. The 17-footer goes down. DeRozan's got 10.
Well, that's a shot that some defenses can give up, but not to that guy.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Look, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
And Poole gets it to go.
It's been one of those nights for Poole. He is on a heater.
Peter passes to Levine. Pelicans with the rebound. Nisi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Poole on the wing. And now Sacramento on the break. Murray kicks to Sabonis. The shot's good. Sabonis has got his first 2 points of the night.
Off and running right out the bat here to start the second half.
Fires from the corner. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
Levine for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Murray outside. Kicks it out to Williamson. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. 6 points for him.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And it's DeRozan missing. Pelicans leading by 21. Poole the pass to Williamson. Lets the 3 fly. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got his 6th rebound on the night, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Schroeder passes to Murray. Back to Schroeder. Outside DeRozan. Sacramento again missing. There's the triple. Sabonis grabs the ball. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Impressive fadeaway right there. Levine's got 6.
Levine with that high-arching shot from the corner.
Williamson double team. Down low. Murray finds Messi. Over to the left wing. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. And the Pelicans lead by 20.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
New Orleans moving it around. The three from Poole. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Kings shooting around 40% from the floor here. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. A three ball. That one no good. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. They get it back. Poole from deep three-point territory. Misses the deep three-point attempt. To the middle. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Hits it from three-point range.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And that one drops for him. Monk's got his third basket of the night right there.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jones from outside. And another three for New Orleans.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
And so Sacramento again turning it over.
Well, that is just real miscommunication there, sending it out of bounds.
6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. From deep three-point territory. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Ellis. Drew Eubanks out there with Jones. Then it's Doug McDermott. And it's Monk in at the shooting guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Ellis. From outside the arc, sinks the triple. Ellis has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Sacramento. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Monk for three, trains the three-pointer.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Hawkins kicks to Jones. Hawkins passes to Queen. Now Alvarado. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Hawkins. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end. Just brutal. It can't happen.
Spins. Goes up on the high post. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And Monk is a good shooter from the mid-range. He's only going to get better the more he looks to shoot from there.
Here's Queen, defended by Jones. Here's Matkovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trail by 19. Here's Eubanks. From outside, off the mark. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And so the ball's out of bounds. Monk touched it last, they say. And we've got a lineup change here for Sacramento. Some changes for New Orleans. Murray for 3. The kick out to Poole. From downtown, again the miss by Murray. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. It's good!
And a nice, smooth stroke. When Levine feels that rhythm, he's a knockdown jump shooter.
Murray with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Outside Poole. Launches it. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight.
give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
I think the key here is to be careful about playing it too safely. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Cleared away by Sabonis. And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Kings. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Here's Sabonis. Launches from deep. Can't get it to go.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Pelicans.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Jordan Poole. Murray rips down the board. Sacramento's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. DeRozan. The shot misses. New Orleans dictating the flow. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Murray fires away. The three is off. So it's Sacramento. Now Sabonis lets it fly from 18. That's off. Murray, no good from 3. Levine. Murray fires away.
plate.
You know, you can really sense the desperation in the air. A win here would be a big step in the right direction for either squad. And BA, a loss could set them back even further.
Now here's Murray. This one for three. Poole outside. There's the three. It's stolen away. Here's Collier. To the right side. Utah moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bailey. Misi grabs the board. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Williamson for 3. And again, New Orleans no good. And here are the Jazz. Here's Sensabaugh. Markkanen outside. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Boy, how about the jumper? That is pure from the 7-footer Markkanen.
Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
Knocks down the triple. Markkanen's got 5.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
The Jazz have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. It's Markkanen on the wing. Off the mark there with a 3. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 6 from the floor. Shaky start. Murray, no good. And here's Bailey for 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Well, Bailey is a shot-making machine, particularly off the catch at this stage.
Murray from outside. He drops it from range.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pelicans trail by 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give the team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses if he makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back over to you.
Thank you for that, Allie.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Bailey. They set the pick. The 3. Utah with another miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. He took what the defense was giving him that time. There was nobody on him on the three-point shot. Boy, don't give him the lights out.
Here's Sensabaugh. The Jazz again can't hit.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Fires from deep. And Trey Murphy gets a 3. He's got 6.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Utah with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Murray for 3. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Murray's got his second bucket on the night.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
5 ticks left to play in the first quarter. Gets it up. And that's not going to go. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Pelicans.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
So the Pelicans 5 right now. They've got Jose Alvarado, and it's Queen in at the 4-man position. And the more experienced George gets, the more confident he looks.
Well, Keontae George is an excellent athlete. He's got positional size to play the lead guard. But he's got to develop as a playmaker. He took that step this past season. And we know this. The guy is elite athletically. Like, there's a lot of good building blocks here.
Now here's Jones. Alvarado outside. Jones sets a screen. No good with the triple. Jazz trail by 4. For 3, George gets the 3 ball to go. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Jones from outside. Sinks it from distance.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Filipowski. Launches a 3. And it's Markovic with a rebound.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Here's Hawkins, defended by Niang. From downtown, and again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
3-pointer, buries it from 3.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Hendricks, no good. The Pelicans lead by 4. Here's Hawkins. Drains the triple. Hawkins has got 6 points.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Pass to Hendricks. From deep. Hits the trifecta.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
There's a screen. Alvarado. The pass to Hawkins. Back to Alvarado. And as it goes out of bounds, New Orleans will keep possession.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. They'll want to talk about that one.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3-ball. The Doris offensive rebounding was down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
And Hendricks gets it to go. New Orleans has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Pass to Jones. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Utah has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Matkovic. 3-pointer, no good. Utah has got 7 of their 16 3-point attempts to go in. Here's Niang. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Hawkins. And the 3-pointer goes. He's got 9.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Niang, pass to Filipowski. George sets a screen. Back to Niang. Utah moving the ball around. Filipowski for 3. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Guys with size who can shoot with range, that is a tough tandem to defend.
Pass to Jones. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And stolen by Jones.
Jazz foul call. 2 Hendricks. First personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Jones. Fires the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
3 points.
Here's Hendricks. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Jones from outside. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pelicans ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Wow, what a performance by DeJounte Murray.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Markkanen and Kessler are the big men. Then it's Bailey. Then there's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2. That's the group for Utah right now. Here's Bailey. Pass to Sensabaugh. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
Murray for 3. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Bailey for 3. Another 3 for Utah.
And with his size, Bailey can rise up over most defenders that are on him.
You got to give Isaiah Collier credit. He's a young player who knows his role, Doris.
One of those guys who's easy to play with because his primary job description is facilitator. Give this young man credit for finding open teammates. That certainly endears you to the veterans.
Here's Bailey. After New Orleans, 3-pointer on the other end. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. To the left side wing. He shoots. Kessler with a rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Brian, back to you.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. The Pelicans lead by 5. The 3, and another 3 for New Orleans.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Williamson. No points yet. Takes a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Will it go? Kept alive. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Puts up a 3. Not going to go that time. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Outside Murray. Poole from long range. Nails it from 3. Poole's got 6 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
This game's taken on a whole new look thanks to this run.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they played together as a unit over this last stretch.
Now here's Williamson. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
They set the pick. From behind the arc. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bailey. Let's go with a 3. Another 3 for Utah.
And this is what Bailey wants to get. Always hunting for these jump shot opportunities.
Murray passes to Poole. Here's Misi. From deep three-point land. It's hauled in by Collier. Jazz trail by 8. There's 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot is up. And Markkanen gets it to go on the assist by Bailey. Markkanen's got his third basket on the night right there. To the left wing. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
Listen, this guy's a barometer for this team's success offensively. They go as he goes.
And here's Bailey for 3. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williamson for 3. That shot is off. Points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Pelicans ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Herb Jones, and it's Alvarado in at the 1. Fires for 3. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Filipowski. Six on the shot clock. Hawkins can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 9. Over to the left wing. Utah moving the ball around. Pass to Niang. Filipowski sets a screen. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
On target from range. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Queen misses. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Niang. Off target from outside. The Pelicans lead by 9. Pass to Queen. And here's Jones from the arc. He buries it from 3.
Well, you give him that much space, he's going to look like an elite shooter.
Now here's Filipowski. Jacks up a 3. Now George takes a 3. Ooh, the shot misses. Jones can't hit it. Utah's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Oh, it misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Jazz trail by 12. Alvarado with a steal. From deep three-point land. Oh, it misses. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. From downtown. Oh, it doesn't go. Deflects the pass. It's money from deep.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
New Orleans leading by 9. Filipowski with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Puts up the tray. And he nails it.
Boy, on the perimeter, you have to stay connected to this guy. He's such a good shooter.
From deep. Oh, no good. The Jazz have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Here's George. Jokic. Shot clock at 5. He launches. Oh, the shot is off. New Orleans is shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Jones misses the 3. Jazz trail by 6.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Shoots a 3. Cash from downtown.
You have to love their intensity right now, getting hot at the perfect time.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
Jones outside. And there's the screen. Alvarado outside. Driving inside. Throws it up, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So Utah ends up going with a new group. Markkanen with a screen on Murray. Markkanen outside. Ooh, stolen by Murray. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And that should do it. No miracle comeback tonight, but boy, what a game, fellas.
Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And so it's New Orleans winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them.
is on each and every step that leads to victory. The preparation, the focus, the sheer will. Each game a new opportunity to prove their identity. Jazz Kings is next. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Murray and Sabonis make up the inside pair. Outside on the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. And it's Schroeder in a point. Now here's Levine. Fader on the way. Buries it from three-point range. Coach Van Gundy, with these two bigs, I know this is a matchup you in particular are very excited about.
Yeah, Kevin, this really feels like a throwback matchup to me. With this style of game, running it through the centers, I feel like I should be on the sideline yelling at these guys.
Here's DeRozan. Three-pointer, and it's sent back by Kessler. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by DeRozan. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bailey with a wide-open look. Drills it from outside. Bailey's got 6.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
Drives to the hoop. Jazz passing it around. Kessler, screen on DeRozan. Bailey off target from three-point range. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the real star, Stan, of this Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter.
Here's Bailey. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
And to be 6'9", pulling up like this, that's special stuff from Bailey. One of the many reasons people are so excited about this kid.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We talked about Domantas Sabonis, specifically what makes him so hard to guard. Coach told me his basketball IQ and just the way he sees the floor. He just seems to know where to be at all times. And defensively, that's difficult to match up against. They'll need to find a way to contain Sabonis here in this one. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Wasted no time on that one.
Oh, great pass from Murray. I like whenever he looks to get his guys involved.
Pass to Markkanen, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. A former Jazz big man, Carlos Boozer, among those in attendance here tonight.
And he was a 2-time All-Star with the Jazz. His strength and ability to finish over either shoulder made him such a tough cover inside.
Bailey misses. The Kings trail by 4. The wide open look here for DeRozan. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, on the wing, Murray. Schroeder outside, just 5 to shoot. Levine way outside. Offensive rebound. Wide open look here for Murray. Good, and it's a bonus with the assist that time.
And you like Murray as a spot-up shooter. Knows where to park himself and always ready to receive the pass.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul. Here's DeRozan. The rebound by the Jazz. .50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bailey. Markkanen sets the pick for Bailey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bailey's got 15.
What a big night for Bailey. Scoring it well. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these performances in his future.
The Jazz have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Three-pointer, Markkanen, and another 3 for Utah.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
DeRozan for 3. The rebound by Collier. The tray, and the basket by Bailey. 18 points for him.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
The basket's coming early and often in the first. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
On the court for Sacramento. Monk is out there with us. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then it's Doug McDermott. And it's Plowden in at the power forward.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
George looking around. Here's Hendricks. He's defended by McDermott. And Zoelis will bring it up for Sacramento. Trailing by 5. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Well, the Kings are great offensively, but looking for continued improvement on the other end. Head coach Doug Christie said, defensively, what I'm asking them to do, the level of intensity, is difficult. I want you to play so hard that you raise your hand and say, quote, I need to come out of the game. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Jazz leading by 5. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball. Up until last year, the Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Filipowski passes to Hendricks. Just 4 to shoot. They get it again. Now Filipowski. Back to Nurkic for 3. Pass to Niang. 3-pointer. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 in the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. The Kings trail by 8. Eubanks, the pass to McDermott. Back to Eubanks. Here's Plowden. Off target from outside.
He may have had too much time to think about it.
From deep, George. They get the rebound. Launches a 3. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Kings have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Ellis kicks to Monk. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
How about the quickness of that release by Monk? An experienced catch-and-shoot player who feels comfortable firing from deep.
And now Ellis running the floor all by himself. Another 3 for Sacramento. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Sacramento.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Monk, the pass to Ellis. And the basket is good. Ellis has got the lead up to 3 now for Sacramento.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Jazz passing it around. Filipowski. The Jazz again can't hit it. Sacramento's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. McDermott for 3. Traps in the tray. Now it's a 6-point Kings lead.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And many players shy away from that mid-range shot these days, but Nurkic isn't one of them. He feels good about that shot, and they're fine with him taking it.
And it's good. 2 points. It's stolen by Monk. And so it's the Sacramento Kings with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Center court. And get ready for the second half-court shot drum line. They're measuring up the shots.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It has been a clinic out there by Ace Bailey.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Then there's Bailey. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Sacramento leading by 8. And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
DeRozan for 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Utah shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Pass to Bailey. Kessler a screen on Schroeder. Bailey misses. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Schroeder. Sacramento again missing. There's the 3. Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bailey.
A great transition play there from Bailey. I know coaches love seeing the rookie hustle.
And Levine. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Back to Murray. Looking to end his cold spell. It's stolen by Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. No good on the 3.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Levine kicks to Murray. Here's Schroeder. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Collier. Kicks it out to Markkanen. From past the arc. Count that one. And the Kings lead has been cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Collier.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 4-point game. Levine, Sacramento again missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll. Yeah, they've had their hands full with DeRozan. He is scary when he gets it going.
Inside, pass to Collier. Utah moving it around. Fades back. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket for Bailey. On the wing, Murray. Out to DeRozan. From the arc. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Schroeder. Outside, Markkanen. Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Collier. And the 3-ball is good. Collier's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Jazz. Here's Schroeder. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Schroeder's got himself on the board with 3 there. DeRozan against Williams. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from out.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Kings ahead, up by 1. From Delta Center, back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. You've got Drew Eubanks. Monk is out there with Keon Ellis. Then it's McDermott. And it's Plowden in at the 4 spot. Utah trailing here. Here's Niang. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Niang's gotten only 1 of his 3s to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor.
The Jazz with another miss. Kings leading now by 3. Here's Eubanks. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Ellis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Out to the wing. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Over Eubanks. Nurkic can't hit.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to see.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the looky like from 3 and capitalized.
Pass to Hendricks. Good on the triple.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Missed on the 3. Nurkic fired. Oh, and he wishes he had that one back. It's out. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Stolen by Kessler. Ace Bailey. The 3 doesn't go. Kings leading now by 6. The long shot, no good. Utah's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Shoots for 3. Does not go in.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And by no means a volume three-point shooter. DeRozan barely takes threes compared to most wings in the league.
The 3 goes down.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
And down goes the 3.
Monster bucket from Bailey. It's the rookie now stepping up.
Beyond the arc. Drained from outside.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Takes the 3. DeRozan pulls it down. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Bailey fires. And there's the 3.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
From deep. He drills the 3.
And DeRozan is selective when it comes to taking threes, but they're looking confident from the corner.
Here's Markkanen. He's off from 3. And Ace Bailey picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And Utah making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. DeRozan! Off target from outside.
This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And Levine comes to help. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 5. Markkanen outside. A three-pointer. Good.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
DeRozan. Jumper is off. Markkanen fired. It's in. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan.